Morning, everybody. So today, a little Monaghan replay here. I'm in a division here with Louise and his Leander. He reset the British light cruiser line and Field Minotaur in his Hatsuharu. Now, I don't think I've actually ever mentioned how I got the Monaghan. Since I've had it probably 2 years since I came back. Got a super container one day, opened it and made that ship sound, and I got all excited. Hey, look, ship! And then I realized it's a Tier 6 destroyer. And at that stage, I was heavily against destroyers. Had no interest in destroyer play. Didn't like them. Long story short, I left it mothballed for a very, very long time. And it's only recently, when I actually started doing destroyer grinds, etc., that I took the Monaghan out. Now, one or two of the options on the Monaghan, which makes it a little bit odd, is at one stage when AA actually meant something, you could run DFAA instead of the torpedo reload booster, and I actually literally forgot in port to use the A hull, or just click on the A hull. The A hull has another gun turret at the rear instead of a mount. I'm still using the B hull. Yeah, potato, but anyway. So that's how I ended up with the Monaghan. When she ends up in Tier 6 to 8s like this battle, yeah, she's a difficult boat to play. She has literally no gun power. And you'll see that a little bit later. I mean, her gun power is pitiful. Torpedoes are pretty nice. They reach out to 10 kilometers. And if memory serves me right, my detectability is 5.8. So 5.8 kilometers. So pretty decent for a Tier 6 destroyer. She's not very fast, even with speed boost there. She's 41.3. But it's fast enough to get you out of trouble. Unless you're radared, then you're in deep. Yeah, you're in deep shit. Right then, being in a Tier 8 battle and not having the speed advantage. But Minotaur and myself decided we're going to leave the B cap in the center. Not going to go fight there. We literally do not have the capacity to do that. If I get caught there, and as you can see, there's for example, in Edinburgh moving in. There's New Mexico, etc. Then I'm in for a world of hurt. And losing a destroyer early on is never good. So we're going to go for A cap here. I'm going to sip my coffee early in the morning. That's fantastic. So this poor York has found himself in a world of hurt. He may be overextended just a little bit between Mino and myself, but keeping him spotted. And we managed to cap the A cap, and a Charles Martel takes out the York. That was the first blood in the match. So now on the one line there, we've got a Vladivostok, arguably one of the toughest battleships out there. And being a 6 to 8 match, he's a Tier 8, and is a Vladivostok. You saw my match the other day with fragmentation when I was sitting bow on just tanking stuff. So we both throw a set of torpedoes out. I run my torpedo reload booster, and instead of a minute and a half, it'll take 30 seconds, and I've got another rack loaded. Now he is backing up. That little purple indicator there is part of the Aslan's mod. And that just shows you if it's going forward, standing still, or going backwards. So I send another 2 racks to him, and we're pretty sure between all of those torps we should be able to hit. So I turn out. I don't want to get too close and accidentally get spotted. I've got a Mass B pushing him here as well. And if we can turn him or make him have to dodge and weave the torpedoes as well, then the Mass can get some good strikes. Now, Luis is in A cap. He's going to move down to B cap. They're making a strong push there. Field Minotaur has decided that he's also going to go to B cap. And I popped a little bit of speed boost. And we notice that this Vladivostok has successfully evaded every torpedo we sent to him. Wow. Yes, that is a testament to absolutely how shit I play destroyers. I am not a good destroyer player. What we can see flying over me here is this Mass B secondaries. And Vladivostok is shooting HE at the Massachusetts. Enemy Colorado takes care of our Baltimore. That's unfortunate. Ooh, and he dev struck him. And one of the ships in the middle of the map is calling for help because they are doing a big push through the B cap. Now, notice Field Minotaur in his little Hatsuharu. He's going to slice a gap there while I'm stalking a Vladivostok.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Because there is an Edinburgh and a New Mexico pushing there. Vasteras unfortunately kills our Warspite. Another ship I've been playing a lot lately is my Warspite, which is a good credit grinder. Launch one set of torpedoes. And I first want to make sure and see if this guy is what he's planning on doing before launching the next set. Launch the next set. And then make sure I keep this Bajoni well spotted.
Engine boost deactivated.
Now I know if this Colorado is any good, or the moment that Vladivostok goes down. Ooh, and I get detected. My apologies. I think my detection is 6.2, not 5.8. Fire up my smoke. Get one hit, 2 torpedoes, 2 floods, and an incapacitation. He damage controls it.
Smoke screen set.
And I'm paying attention to the Vladivostok instead of the Bajoni. Katsuharu, my friend Field Minotaur, he takes out a New Mexico. Ooh, and I'm suddenly hydroed. But land 2 more torpedo hits, and I managed to kill that Vladivostok. Unfortunately, I got a Bajoni here. So, get beyond 4 kilometers from him. Louise in his Leander kills in Edinburgh. Unfortunately, the second New Mexico kills Field Minotaur in Atsuharu. With all the kills that we've just done there, though, we have hopefully turned the tide a little bit. And here's the pitifulness of these guns that I spoke about. This Johnny has 2,000 hit points, and I'm trying to gun him down. And it's like a 4 or 5 second reload. With almost no damage every time it lands. Oh, good heavens. This thing is not a Harugumo. Luckily, I got a Massachusetts and a Colorado backing me up here, so as long as I weave and dodge, they will also keep shooting at him. And thus, he can't actually hold still to get his aim properly on me. He's also running and he only has 1 turret at the rear. I land another shell and he's got 485 hit points. Come on, you bugger. Yes! I gunned down a Bajoni. Oh, how pitiful was that? So we've got a North Carolina that has decided he's going to block B. And with that kill, we're almost the same on points. That North Carolina rams a New Mexico. The Montpelier kills the North Carolina, unfortunately. And the Montpellier's name is Kimchi My Life. So just Google kimchi. It's, yeah. It's a food product with a strong odor. Oh, our Amalfi kills Vastras. I see this Colorado is taking a lot of hits from. I think that was the Montpellier down there, and the Cleveland. There we go. It's the Alt Montpellier and the Cleveland. And they are unfortunately just wearing him down badly. It's not a ship to push those who. So it's turning towards me. I'm heading towards B cap with Louise. Louise started to turn B cap. Enemy Colorado kills our Amalfi. And this Alt Montpellier and the Cleveland is just tearing him a new one. West Virginia kills their Colorado. I pop smoke. And I type in Colorado, get in the smoke alley. So if this Colorado could go dark, it would be a whole lot better. Unfortunately, it seems like the Colorado wasn't paying attention or thought he could outlive all of this, because he still fires, which will bloom him for another 20 seconds, and he wastes an opportunity to go dark. Charles Martel is clicking all over the place because he's scared there's something there. And as expected, the Alt Montpellier burns down the Colorado. You should have stopped shooting and gone into the smoke. So this Cleveland's coming through this gap here. He's pushing Louise. And I'm not sure if he was running Hydra at all. I don't care. All I wanted to do was block off that gap. My fear was that he's going to come through the gap here and push Louise and take the cap from us. So I said to Louise, look, I'm going to torp the gap there, force him either to go through or force him to reverse. The chances of hitting him in that little gap were 0 to fuck all. But it was also to hurt him, to guide him away from my teammates. Charles Martel kills the Vastaras, and they've only got 3 ships remaining. Now the Alt Montpellier is heading away because he's got a Massachusetts B chasing him, and we got the West Virginia 1941 right down in the 9 line, really where he shouldn't be. He's too slow, doesn't have the maneuverability there. And I've always said, DDs stay out of that, battleships stay out of that area. It's meant for DDs and cruisers. Pop another speed boost. And I see that Cleveland has now turned downwards and he's heading into C cap. Their Massachusetts seems to be bow on, backing up from our West Virginia. And I make sure that I'm well within torpedo range. Use the estimator that the game gives you. Launch one forward of it. Unfortunately, that Alt Montpellier burns down our Massachusetts B. And I'm spotted as I'm within 6 k's of the Cleveland. And unfortunately, because I burnt my smoke here, the Montpellier can now see me as well. Now my biggest fear is that the Cleveland still has a radar left. And much to my surprise here, the Cleveland takes a torpedo in in the rear. I'm radared though. And I hit 2 torpedoes on the Massachusetts. Both of them are a slither of life remaining. Damn, I feel denied here. There's only 4 of us versus 3 of them. Charles Martel kills the Cleveland. As you can see, the Massachusetts has 700 hit points. Louise kills the Massachusetts. And it was at this moment that I realized I fucked up. Montpellier has me dead to rights here. He's radared me. He can't see me anymore, but he kind of has an idea. I'm frantically pushing forward. I have lost stand on this captain. And I'm yelling at the captain, come on, move, 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 move. Unfortunately, the Montpellier gets in range of me. And yeah, that's where my reign of terror ended. Luckily, with those 2 hits on the Massachusetts and the hit on the Cleveland, I managed to take their HP down so far that it was literally, they were 1 to 2 shells for a kill each. So I really think that that torpedo hits there made a massive difference into the outcome of the game. So now we got a Charles Martel, a Shores, and Louise in his Leander chasing this Montpellier. Somebody types, kick his ass, Leander. You go, Louise. So, and as we look at my little ribbons at the top there, I managed to score 7 torpedo hits, 6 floods, 3 incapacitations, 2 kills, 11 shell hits, 11 shell hits, 2 spotting ribbons, 84,000 damage. I did another 33,000 spotting damage. This Montpellier is living on a hope and a prayer. And the Shores burns him down. Now if we look at the end result, as you can see there, 300,000 credits, 84,000 damage. Pretty wholesome little Monaghan game. And if we look at my placement, I was unfortunately only 3rd. Louise was 2nd, and that Charles Martel 1st. But still, not bad for a DD playing in a tier 8 match. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me as always. Hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Stay safe. Take care. Cheers.